This is Tank's Vlog for September 18th, 2018. We are brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the great podcast that's on SoundCloud and iTunes. New episode coming this Tuesday morning with Casey Smith of Barstool Sports. She is the host of the college football show. You can hear it and watch it at Barstool Sports every Saturday morning. Casey Smith, a great knowledge about college football. We did a lot of football this episode. We focused on find out who I believe is the Cleveland Browns of the NCAA. So check it out at SoundCloud and iTunes. Special episode with Casey Smith of the college football show from Barstool Sports. Bicycle, I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. Christian Yelich likes to hit for the cycle when he sees the Brewers and the pitches he likes. He got 10 hits and 10 at-bats, 2 home runs, 7 RBI, and he's just the 5th player to do it with a bicycle. He likes to do a bicycle. He likes to get cycles. He's only the 5th player to do it twice in the same baseball season. Yes, that's right. Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers. You want to talk about MVP candidates? Christian Yelich. There's not been a hotter player in the National League. I mean, National League playoff race is tight. The National League MVP race is tight. And you got to throw Christian Yelich's name in here seriously right now. He's got the Brewers at the top wildcard spot, 86-65. Beat down to the Reds today, 8-0. And just a great game. Christian Yelich, only the 5th player. Just think about this. There's been more players that have had 2 no-hitters in one season than players that have hit 2 cycles in one season. And there's 5 of them. 5 overall. 2 of them happened in the 19th century. So in what they call the modern day baseball, beginning in 1900, there's only been 3. Only been 3 in the modern age of baseball. So Christian Yelich is an outstanding game, and he went 10 for 10 combined in the 2 games. And he's also the first player ever to have 2 cycles in the same season against the same team. Amazing stats. The Brewers are in the wild card hunt, but they are focused a little bit on the Central Division. They're only 2.5 behind the Cubs. Cubs did win today to keep pace, to keep in front of the Brewers. So it's going to be a little tough for them to catch the Cubs, but they're in strong standing to at least not only get the wild card spot, but to host the wild card game at Miller Park. First place was on the line today in Los Angeles as the Dodgers bludgeoned the Rockies. John Gray couldn't make it through 3 innings. He was removed without retiring a batter. Dodgers jumped out to a big lead and now back in front by half game over the Rockies with an 8-2 win. Mets today got another solid outing from Zach Wheeler, who won his 12th of the season. But it was Michael Conforto who was the star of the show with 6 ribbies as the Mets beat down the Phillies. The Phillies are bye-bye, Philly, bye-bye. Completely gone. Hope is lost. Braves, though, couldn't take advantage of it as the Cardinals won 11-6. Cardinals, who are also battling for the second wildcard spot, are back in front of the second wildcard lead with that win by a half game over the Rockies. Mariners keeping their faint playoff hopes alive, beating the Astros 4-1. Yankees are off. They begin a 3-game series with the Red Sox on Tuesday, with Boston having a chance to clinch the East in the Bronx on Yankees Stadium hallowed ground. Giants beat the Padres 4-2. It was the Rays blanking the Rangers 3-0. Marlins beat the Nationals 8-5, I should say. It was the Twins 6-1 winners over the Tigers. Pirates beat the Royals 7-6. Royals inching closer to 100 losses. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 5-0. That's loss number 107 for the Baltimore Orioles. They stink. So that's where baseball is today. Football, the biggest news is that Josh Gordon got traded to the New England Patriots. Is it me or the Cleveland Browns, the AAA affiliate of the Patriots? When the Patriots want to punish somebody, they send him to Cleveland. When someone gets good and the Browns need to get rid of him, they somehow go to New England. And for a 5th-round pick, are you serious? This organization is so bad. This is why the Browns lose. I know Josh Gordon has his problems, but what you don't not to support him? There was Hard Knocks. I wish Hard Knocks would have stayed for the whole season because people have got to see this dumpster fire in action. This Browns team, this Browns organization. I think the Browns should just be crumpled up, thrown in the garbage, hire a new owner, shut down for a season, and start all over again. Start from scratch with a whole new expansion team. Give them a 3rd shot. I mean, geez, Louise, it doesn't get any worse. Send them to the CFL. They probably might want a game or two up there. But the Cleveland Browns, what a friggin' mess of an organization. All the time doing something stupid. And now they give the Patriots probably the biggest player they need, a big acquisition. And watch, this could be the last piece for them winning another championship. Because the Browns are stupid. The dumbest organization in the history of sports. Literally, it's time to put Charlie Brown missing the football, landing on his back. Oof. With Lucy pulling football. That's the Cleveland Browns. That's your identity. You are terrible. Stop pretending with that brown helmet, that plain helmet. You have no tradition. You're not the real Browns. The fake Browns. The fake Louis Vuitton counterfeit Browns. Monday night game was played in Chicago today. Bears take on the Seahawks. It is clear the Seahawks are a shell of the team that was just a few years ago going to 2 straight Super Bowls, winning one. Should have won both. I mean, Russell Wilson has got to run for his life. That offensive line is terrible. It's almost like they have a couple of Eric Flowers out there too for them. Khalil Mack was in the backfield all day long. So was Danny Trevathan. Prince Mukamura got a big pick 6 to seal the win. Seahawks scored a late touchdown, cosmetic touchdown, to make it 24-17, but the Bears were in control all day long. The only good news for Seahawks was Shaq Griffin with 2 interceptions, inspirational player there, of course, being born with only one hand. He looks like a star in the making. Of course, Mitch Trubisky, he's not a good quarterback. The Bears got another good game from Khalil Mack, Trevathan. Defense looks good. The Bears' defense looks stout. But I don't know about Trubisky. And they traded up to get him. They're going to regret that. They're really going to regret that. Just think. They could have stayed where they were at and got Patrick Mahomes. Could you imagine Patrick Mahomes on the Bears right now? Yeah. They blew it. Today's 3 stars, of course, is Christian Yelich with his 2nd cycle against the Reds. Michael Conforto with his 6 RBI leading the Mets. And Danny Trevathan, who had 8 tackles and 2 sacks as the Bears beat the Seahawks. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Ryan Sandberg, who turns 59. When the Cubs won the National League East in 1984, he had a real breakout year that year. Big games all over the place, and he won the National League MVP. one of the all-time great second baseman, Hall of Famer, turns 59 on Tuesday. And we take a look back to 1963, when the Mets, who basically were a doormat in the first few years, played the final baseball game ever at Polo Grounds. Polo Grounds was basically the same stadium, the same area since 1891. The wooden stands burnt down in 1911 and were rebuilt to be a concrete structure. And the concrete structure is what most fans remember, with its weird dimensions. Looked more like a giant bathtub than a baseball stadium. Short down lines, unforgivingly long in center field. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where your sports history lives. And don't forget, Casey Smith is on this week's Allow Me to Be Frank. It's dropping Tuesday morning. Listen, SoundCloud, iTunes. Good day.